Hey everybody, it's Glenda here from Cynically Glenda. I just want to talk about how delusion can sometimes play into what goes on social media and on the internet. I was recently privy to conversations within a subreddit to do with a particular genre, where these two members of this subreddit, one of which was a moderator, who honestly believed that the troll that has been frequenting these two groups that I belong to, or rather I frequent, I don't actually belong to them, that this particular stalker, bully, harasser, troll, whatever you want to call him, was actually the boyfriend of a YouTube content creator. Now, this particular YouTube channel has around 280,000 followers. And by proxy, this woman's boyfriend has become somewhat known. Now, there are whole communities on Reddit, and on Tattle Life, who attack this particular community and really try to tear shreds off them. Now, these two particular groups, actually there was another one, have been frequented by this particular troll who creates literally multiple accounts to troll and bully and stalk a number of people within these two groups. And this stalker has their own group, or subreddit, if that's what you want to call it. Now, these two particular people in this one group were absolutely convinced that their troll is the boyfriend of this YouTube content creator. Now, I know the man doesn't have a job, not a traditional job, but he's kind of busy, and especially over the last 3 months or so, because he and his girlfriend have done so much traveling, so much shopping, so much running around, and he also likes to frequent online auctions. He likes to go to antique stores and so on and so forth. And he does a lot of the phone calls and assistant work for his girlfriend, and he gets paid well for it. Now, like I said, these two people are convinced beyond a shadow of a doubt that the stalker is this girl's boyfriend, this YouTuber's boyfriend. And all I can say to that is, what makes them so special? This particular male would take time out of his life and even bother to harass these women. Oh, but he comes to the subreddit. He probably does, but does it really matter? Oh, well, and the funny thing is, this particular stalker that has been frequenting these groups, who also harassed me at one point, and it is a he, seems to get off on the attention to the point where he will follow whoever his target happens to be into other subreddit groups, chat groups, and harass them there as well as send private messages. And it's like in the whole spiritual New Age community, where people say that they're in contact with an ascended master or an archangel or Jesus Christ or Mary Magdalene or someone like that. You know, people who are psychics and mediums and healers and so on and so forth. And their spirit guides happen to be some of the most famous ascended masters, archangels, people in our religious and spiritual history. And I'm thinking to myself, if these entities truly exist, why would they be as spirit guides for absolute nobodies? And having once been a member of this spiritual community, I quickly realised that I'm thinking, Jesus or Archangel Michael or Gabriel or whoever must be incredibly busy because they're spirit guides to all these different people. Now, I'm more likely to believe someone within that community who has a spirit guide that just happens to be a Buddhist monk of no particular significance, or, you know, something like that. Anyway, getting back to the delusional people. Part of this subreddit group and this particular genre that they targeted within the YouTube community, they like to call themselves snark groups. And snarking is supposed to be about humour and sarcasm and judgment and passive-aggressive comments. But a lot of what they have been posting, particularly lately, has been just downright disgusting and homophobic, and there's been so much going on, and it's gone way past snarking, and it has become just hatred and anger. So anyway, I got a surprise. I went to check out the group just to see what they were up to, because what I do is if there's anything really vile on there, I'll actually report it. I report it to Reddit. And guess what? That group's been banned. Really? Some of these groups that say whatever, we don't tolerate this and we don't tolerate that, and with this kind of a group, they really need to read the Reddit rules, because this group was breaking every one of them. And the stalker who has his own group is also breaking every one of the rules. And because I was targeted by the stalker myself, I actually keep an eye on his group, and if there's anything that even breaks the rules, even remotely, I go straight up, I report it to Reddit. And slowly but surely things do get, taken care of. So yeah. Unfortunately, we live in a society now where people become delusional. They really honestly think they have so much self-importance that they think someone across the other side of the world who is somewhat semi-famous, celebrity status, whatever, takes the time out of their day, knows who they are, and trolls them and stalks them. Damn. All I can say is get over yourself, love.